Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mustek Raceway for 20 laps of action in the 25th race of the NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series. A year ago, this would have been the season finale. 25 race schedule last year, 37 race schedule this year. So as such, 3 races are left until the playoffs begin. And the man on the pole, Alex Gray, is locked in with his 2 wins and 705 points, more than enough to not fall out of the top 30. So Alex Gray officially locked in. And by the way, did I mention I'm joined once again by Vince Freeze?
Yes, I am back. After yesterday's wild truck race, we're here for a cup race that sure will not be disappointed.
The sun has come out, so hopefully the gloominess is gone and hopefully the voodoo-ness is gone with it. Anyways, to the starting lineup, Joshua Sekuli will start to the left of Alex Gray. Row 2 is road course ace Seth Cole and Corey Williams. Row 3, LJ Toledo and Matthew Logan. Row 4, William Flickinger and Samet Oskin. And in row 5, Sebastian Kukulon and Alex Ferranti. Ferranti fastest in practice, Logan fastest in happy hour. Your points leader, Nate Rogers, will start 13th behind his teammate Nico Tringali in 11th. And let's get to the points as the winners. Man, we've had so many winners this year. It's really only a battle between the race winners to get into the 16 playoff driver grid. Coming into today's race, the grid is as follows. Nate Rogers leading as the points leader. Jeff Toledo with his 3 wins. Alex Gray, Andrew Rich, and Seth Cole with 2 each. Gray, of course, high enough. He's locked in. Samet Oskin, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Alexander Rowe, Priya McShane, Tyler Fink, Jonathan Zorlin, Quentin Moore, James Shelley, Ace Rogers, Matthew Logan, and Jessica Shelton. Those are the 16 in right now. Top 30 watch for Jeff Toledo as he's only 31 points ahead of 31st in the standings. He could potentially fall out if things go bad in these last 3 races. Battle for 16th is on. Tyler Fink has 68 points over the first driver out on a wins. Zorlin 40, Moore 36, Shelley 31, Ace Rogers 29, with Matthew Logan and Jessica Shelton both 6 points ahead of Adam Flickinger. 50 points back in 30th is Dylan Young, and then outside the top 30 is Rob Evans and Wes McCoy. Those guys are both 76 points back. So for them, they might have to get another win to get into the top 30 and make it.
Drivers, start your engines!
And just to elaborate on that a little bit, Wes McCoy and Rob Evans could come up out of the bottom 12 in the standings. However, if they fall out of the points range to get to 16th, they will likely have to get a second win if they want to make the grid. And here we go, Vince. Will we go without the craziness today? Green flag's out. And we're underway at Mustek. Seth Cole got a bad start. Matthew Logan will move in line behind Alex Gray.
Just like we saw in the truck race, outside car. And look at
Sekuli got a really good start. He'll take the lead here down the front. And you want to know how fast the cup cars are going? Well, the sun's out, so about 190 miles an hour.
We'll rev it up down this back coming pretty soon. It's real back straightaway. We have 3 wide throughout the field.
And Corey Williams, man, started in 4th place. He's looking on the left side of Joshua Sekuli. Alex Gray has fallen already down to 5th as Samet Oskin's looking for the top spot, almost 3 wide there, down the long back straightaway.
And pretty much tucked in. Here comes Corey Williams underneath Sekuli.
Corey Williams looking for the race lead here on lap number 1.
He's going to get a little bit loose. Logan's trying to push the issue with him, so Sekuli will most likely lead to the end of the lap.
We saw great speed from Sekuli all the way back at Pocono.
Oh, Williams diving.
Williams really diving it in here through the last two corners. Who will lead the first lap? It'll be Sekuli. And now every time we come by this front straightaway, I get really nervous, Vince, after what we saw happen in the truck race.
Yeah, that was the random whatever that was. So it looks like everyone's keeping it clean so far. We'll have to see as the tires wear off, though. That's when it really started getting crazy.
Sun's out. The truck window was from about lap 8 to lap 11. We predict the cup window to be about lap 9 or 10. And then so forth. We could see drivers stretch it, take less fuel. Maybe two-tire strategy call, but strategy will definitely be important once again today. As Matthew Logan was at the front of the field in the truck race, and now he's at the front of the field in the beginning of the cup race.
Learned something from yesterday. That's always key, the setups. But Sekuli right now, holding his own.
Matthew Logan looking for that lead. Logan winning back at Martinsville, a race he dominated. Looking for what could be win number 2 here today.
Alec Gray has fallen back, our pole sitter.
And for Matthew Logan, coming in as one of the last few in the playoff grid, a second win would be really beneficial, as it would all but lock him into the playoff grid. And now we're seeing the difference here, the speed of the Cup cars compared to the draft-reliant trucks. As the field is a lot more spread out at the front already. And as you mentioned, Vince, Alex Gray has been falling backwards. Not as strong of a race car as he had last week at Darlington. As he and Seth Cole fight for 6th position.
He's got his teammate Kukula behind.
And points leader Nate Rogers is already into the top 10. And we forgot to mention that battle once again. Battle for the top spot. It's 5 playoff points. And for Nate Rogers right now, it's him being in the playoffs. He comes in 10 points ahead of Alex Gray and 33 ahead of Samet Oskin. And both of those guys, well, one of them anyway. No, never mind. Yeah, both of them. Both of them are ahead of the 83 car. Oskin running in the top 5. Gray a few positions ahead in the top 10. But the top 3 on the season, Vince, all in the top 10.
It's been a consistent season for a lot of guys, and Rogers has been no exception. He just needs that elusive W.
Nate Rogers with 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s. Alex Gray, 2 wins, 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s. But a better average finish. And then Samet Oskin, 1 win, 5 top 5s, 10 top 10s. So crazy to see that Alex Gray with 2 wins, 4 less top 5s, and 4 less top 10s has a better average finishing position than the 83. And I'm going to assume that has probably something to do with those 2 wins. He's only 10 points behind the 83. So that statistic actually boggles my mind. How can you have less top 10s, a better average finish? Well, no, that's not true, because top 5 naturally pays more points.
Right.
But that is an interesting statistic to look at. Gray with a little bit more consistency, but less top 10s.
Top 5 pay in the series, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. We'll go towards the front of the grid once again. Nothing really happening. Logan is still looking for a way by Joshua Sekuli, as Oskin's putting the pressure on Williams. Meanwhile, Alex Ferranti, third-year driver for Hendrick Motorsports, still looking for that first career win. And many are beginning to wonder how much longer he'll stick around, as Oskin is making the move on Williams for third. And speaking of a newsworthy headline like Ferranti may be leaving Hendrick, there's not really a rumor of that spreading, but what was announced earlier this week was that Red Bull Racing will move to Toyotas for 2021. And Bulldog Motorsports, who went to Subaru this year, will be back to Dodge. So we will see Dodge return to the Digital Storm Cup Series next year. Right now, the highest running Subaru is Zach Rogers in the 97 car. He runs 16th. And how about Dylan Young? 30th in the points coming into today. I believe has fallen a position or so. He was actually ahead of Logan York and Zach Rogers at the line, but he has started falling back. And Nico Tringali, who has yet to win a race this year as well, he's moving forward. How about Ryan Brommer here in the 14? Won 2 road course races in his rookie season last year, as Matthew Logan has taken the top spot.
Here. Yeah. Oh, still battling.
Oskin has made it into 3rd. And Kugelon really ran the corner wide there. Bit of a gap from 7th to 8th. So we'll see if anyone can break out of the pack back here and maybe make a charge towards the front. But right now,
it's underneath Logan, yeah.
Sekuli and Matthew Logan fighting hard for this race lead at lap number 6.
See a tire fall off. See how far it's falling off here.
And it's already about a 10th.
That's actually almost a second.
A second, yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, here you go.
Ooh, Sekuli really not letting Logan get any kind of room there. Logan just had to chop him off. Sebastian Kukulon looking for 6th place on Seth Cole. And as you mentioned, yes, Oskin was looking for 2nd place. So Matthew Logan now leads the race. Looking to give Front Row Motorsports its 3rd win on the season. And it would be the 2nd of his season and career.
We're just staying single file for the most part. Hit the back. That's the back straightaway is the best passing opportunity I've seen.
Corey Williams making a move on Cement Oskin there, peeking the nose to the left. Looks like Oskin getting some draft will help him out there. Rest of the top 10's kind of stabilized. Alex Gray in 8th, LJ Toledo in 9th. Vince, you and me were talking about drivers without top 5s on the season. LJ is one of the 2. He and the 24 of Kev Shearer. But unlike everyone else in the field, LJ has not gotten multiple top 10s. He's just got 1 top 10 on the season. And now Nate Rogers is looking for 9th place. William Flickinger right outside here in 11th.
Might get a run here as Nate takes a little bit wide.
Speaking of drivers that need good finishes, Rob Evans is running in 12th. He's currently one of the winners outside of the top 30. Him and Wes McCoy coming into today's event tied for 34th. So a good run today would be huge for Evans, trying to get out of the bottom half, or not the bottom half, the bottom 12 in the point standings. As Wes McCoy runs 27th, and Jeff Toledo, who is one of the big guys in the danger zone of falling out of the top 30, is 22nd. Bad days looking at the bottom of the grid. Quentin Moore, Andrew Rich, Jessica Shelton. Shelton doesn't need this. She came in tied with Matthew Logan. Is the last driver in. She's running 40th. Shelley 37th. Alexander Rowe 35th. Fitzwater 33rd. Ace Rogers 31st. They are all out of the top 30. Sorlin 26th, Gardner 25th, one of the guys without wins, but our 2-time champion, Johnny Gardner at that. Cole Deaver, who hasn't won yet this season, is 23rd. And then the rest are in the top 20. So Logan York has been putting up a good fight here. Him, Zach Rogers, Ryan Brommer. There's Tyler Fink. As Jeff Toledo is making a move here on Tyler Markle.
At front we go. It's still Logan, Sakuli, Oskin, and Williams at Ferranti. Nothing's changed.
And nothing really changing right now. Everyone's kind of just in a line. There is a
Kukulon.
fight here for 6th place between Kukulon and Seth Cole.
But what could be changing is these pit stops, because we're getting close to that window.
See if Seth Cole gets a bit of a run here. Off the corner. He did. Kukulon's going to get a little sniff of Ferranti's draft. But the field has really spread out compared to the Truck Series event. And it looks like it's a little hard to pass here, too. Kukulon trying to make it work here for 6th place.
Draft mattered more than trucks. The Cup is really going to be, I think, strategy-based. This could be a little bit more.
Can Kukulon take 6th place? That's the question right now.
Got it.
And he will. So, Sebastian Kukulon will move it up to 6th place. Kukulon, second-year driver for Richard Childress Racing, drove for Bulldog Motorsports last year. Kukulon is looking for what would be his 2nd career win. He won back at the Dodge Motordrome in 2019. So we're officially at lap 10. So we're at the halfway mark. So now the question is, Vince, the sooner you pit, will it be the better off you're going to be? Because race is halfway over. Fall off is at about a 1.5 seconds.
I feel you got to pit. I think a lap 12 might be the target. I don't know if we're going to a 2-tire call, because the Sakuli has the fastest lap of the day.
Looking at the fastest lap, it's pretty much everybody at the front. But looking at the bottom of the top 10 in laps, I see Logan York, Zach Rogers, and Tyler Fink, who are all outside the top 10. Granted, they are pretty close to the top 10. York 14th, Rogers 15th, and Fink 18th. Remember, we saw what that first pit stall did to Jack James in the Truck Series race, Vince. So
Right.
it's not going to do any favors to Alex Gray, who's running in 8th place.
No. He might be have to avoid that truck.
Logan York's making a move on Tringali. That would be for 13th. Logan York, another driver, he's actually at the bottom of the points. He's 42nd in points. 1 top 5, 4 top 10s. Despite 4 top 10s, he's behind guys like LJ Toledo. And I think I saw some drivers running wide on the front. But thankfully, it was just my imagination. But we're at the back of the field here. And this is kind of what it looks like. Jessica Shelton, Quinton Moore, Andrew Rich, Casey Nanico. Kind of see what kind of racing. We got a good amount of racing here at the back. Mostly single file at the front. Kukulon all over the bumper of Ferranti now. So we're 10 laps down, Vince. We're under what would be considered a full run. So
This might be it right here.
sooner you pit, the better off you're going to be.
No one's... there we go.
Seth Cole used a strategy like this at Cape Cod last year to get a road course win.
Let's watch it. Let's see if anyone missed the entry.
I'm scared to find out. Ryan Brommer's down pit road. And there it is. Logan York, Rob Evans, Nico Tringali.
Uh-oh, there we go. Oh.
And they're bouncing off each other.
God,
Lot of drivers.
Goodness.
Sanford, Fink, Markle, Gardner. That's Adam Flickinger, Zorlin, and Ryan
Oh my
Brommer as
gosh.
they're wrecking there. Jessica Shelton is stopping. Peter Onjak.
Oh.
Ace Rogers, James Shelley. Everyone else mostly got on pit road. Andrew Rich has damage. Oh, that's the spectator camera. That's actually a nice close-up.
Jose Mills. Fitzwater leaving. All right, well, now we know the shenanigans are back. What do you do if you're these guys?
Well, I think I saw some drivers running wide on the front. But looking at the bottom of the top 10 in laps, I see Logan York, Zach Rogers, and Tyler Fink, who are all outside the top 10. Granted, they are pretty close to the top 10.
All right, well, now we know the shenanigans are back. What do you do if you're these guys?
Well, I feel like it's only really bad if you were stuck at the back of the field there, Vince.
Yeah, I guess it just must be something. Now the question is,
Now the
when
question will
you,
be, is staying out this extra lap going to hurt Matthew Logan? Seth
well,
Cole was the only one in the top 7 who came to pit.
I think he's coming. Yeah, everyone's coming in. Flickinger, everybody.
These are all the guys who were okay. Alex Gray actually might have missed. Yeah, he's got damage. LJ
So did
Toledo, Nate
Toledo,
Rogers. We'll see how many of these drivers fixed their door damage. So these are pretty much all the guys that missed. Wow, they really slowed up. Do you see how far back they are? They're just getting on the straight. There's Seth Cole, and there's Ryan Brommer. I believe Dylan Young made it down pit road as well. The rest of the drivers here have damage.
Be double trouble for Alex Gray. Like I said, he's got to get around that.
Oh, and Adam Flickinger is sitting on the racetrack still. Let's see if there's any interesting strategy calls here. It's 8 to go. I don't know if taking 2 would be a bad decision.
Here comes Gray.
And it will be 4 tires for Matthew Logan.
Oh.
There's Seth Cole coming around the front straightaway.
Seth Cole going to beat these guys?
Adam Flickinger is going to... I thought he was going to pull right out on the track. He's just chilling. And Seth Cole coming around. He's not going to beat Matthew Logan. He is going to get
Williams, though.
He's going to get his teammate Corey Williams. He got back by Kukulon. Now here's one thing to consider. Per what we've seen of road courses in the past, there's about a 1-lap warm-up period where the tires are cold and they act like they're old tires. So we'll see if Seth Cole can gain a few positions here. He might be able to get Oskin and Ferrati, but that will probably be it.
Overall, not a bad call, though. I mean, you run 7th to get up to like maybe 4th or 5th. Worth a shot.
Couple extra points, maybe trying to lock himself in if he's high enough above 31st after today. He does have 2 wins on the season already. We see him making the move on Oskin. That's the heated up tires I was talking about. He's going to dive it on Ferrati.
Go contact almost. Move him up to 3rd if he can get to the line fast enough. Yeah. Is Flickinger gone?
And Seth Cole and Flickinger still chilling. Guess he just wants a good seat for the finish.
Ironically, it's the 78 car again. That's
tough break for Adam, though. He came in 6 points outside 16th for the grid. Ace Rogers coming back on the track. So Seth Cole got up to 3rd from it, or maybe 3rd. He's still technically fighting for it right now, as Matthew Logan is over a second ahead of Joshua Sekuli. So look at the back of the field. Onjack, Markle Shelton with a bad day. Retiring from the race, Andrew Rich, James Shelley, Jonathan Zorlin. That's going to be tough for all 3 of them, mostly for Shelley and Zorlin, as they only have 1 win on the season. Rich with 2 will go from winning last week to finishing last, as he will likely have to wait another race to lock himself into the grid. So we'll go up through the back half of this order here. Austin Colano, Johnny Gardner, Charles Sanford, Rob Evans, a victim to not being able to get on pit road correctly. LJ Toledo, Alex Gray fixed their damage. He's all the way down to 29th now. Nate Rogers is running 28th, so this really helps cement Oskin right now, who's running in 5th. Oskin gets a good enough finish here. Nate Rogers could kiss his points lead goodbye. Logan York fell to 27th. Fink. Nico Tringali fell to 25th. Quinton Moore was at the back of the field. Now he's 23rd. Casey Nanico, 21st. Kev Shears in 20th. Wes McCoy running 18th. Pretty good run for him right now. Priya McShane. Fitzwater up to 16th. Cole Deaver 15th. Jose Mills. Keith Rich, Jeff Toledo. They're fighting it out for 12th place. So right now, Jeff Toledo looking like the danger will not be apparent after today, as long as things finish well for him. Zach Rogers is in 11th. And to your top 10, it's Dylan Young in 10th. This is a run he really needed, as he's 50 points behind Shelton and Logan coming into today. William Flickinger in 9th. Ace a lap down. Ryan Brommer 8th. Kukulon 7th. Corey Williams 6th. Oskin 5th. Seth Cole has now relegated to 4th at 1 lap over tires coming into play for him. We'll see if he can hold better than 7th, because that's where he was when he pitted. As Ferranti is all over the bumper of Sekuli for 2nd place. They're kind of closing in on Matthew Logan. It's down to 1.4 seconds.
It was 1.8 when we left, so they are closing with the draft, a little draft to help.
There's not a lot of draft, though. There's 5 laps to go. Time is running out. Ferranti might have the better car, though. He's making a move here for 2nd.
Is there any lappers they're going to deal with at the end of the race, or are we clear on that?
We'll check in a moment here, looking at the fastest time on the board. Quinton Moore has jumped up to 5th on the fast lap board. Cole Deaver 9th. But Sekuli with the fastest time. Oop, that was one too many clicks. Lap traffic, you say. It takes about a minute 23 to get around here, so they might catch Tyler Markle.
That's it, though.
I believe that's it. Oskin looking for 4th place on Seth Cole. That would be another 3 points. Oskin very well might leave here as the points leader.
Down to 1.1 now. They're coming.
And that was with Ferranti fighting with Sekuli. So coming in 33 points back was the 22 on Nate Rogers. He runs 28th. Oskin would receive 43 points for finishing in 4th. So I'm doing some math in my head right now. Vince, say something.
Yo.
I'm doing math. Say something.
Oh, yeah, here we are. Now we're asking here. Logan leads.
Alaska.
Cool and Ferrari. What?
Did you say Alaska?
No, Logan.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I think I got my math figured out here. I believe Nate Rogers is getting 15 points for running in 28th. So that would be a 28-point gain for Alex Gray. That would put Gray Oskin. That would put Oskin 5 points behind Nate Rogers, exiting Mustek. And Gray would fall. Gray's only 1 position back. He actually might be passing. No, he's 3 seconds back. Never mind. Gray will lose a point. And that'll put Gray 11 points back. So the battle will really tighten up if everybody finishes where they're running.
Now we got a battle because Sakuli's coming. Down to under a second.
There's 3 laps to go. When does the draft counteract and start pushing Matthew Logan?
I say 5/10. Oh, but Ferrani's trying to go underneath. That could hurt the momentum.
Ferrani's looking for 2nd place again. I don't know if he's got the car to really pass Sekuli. This is going to help cement Oskin.
Oh, man, they're on Logan. I think Logan got a bad corner right there.
Logan will choose who gets help. That'll also help him because that'll leave these two side by side.
But will it really help him if Ronnie has the better car? That's the question. Now they're on him.
Seth Cole is now under fire for 5th place from Corey Williams. Ryan Brommer has made it by Kukulon for 7th. And Zach Rogers is in the top 10, passing Dylan Young.
Still fighting here, Sekuli. Ferrani.
Ferrani's got the preferred line, and he'll take 2nd place away from Joshua Sekuli.
Now the question is, did he close up? Went battle. Logan runs a little bit wide. I think he closed up.
Hendrick
I'm gonna say something.
Motorsports. They only got the 3 wins from Zorlin last year, I believe. TJ Hanley was in the 24, Ferranti was in the 48. And I don't remember what the other Hendrick car was. As for this year, Zorlin's the only one with a win, and he's only gotten 1. Shearer hasn't done anything. Neither has Markle. Ferranti,
Showing.
he's looking for what would be his first career win. In what would be his, I believe, 87th race. If I'm doing my math correctly.
He's got the draft now. He's looking like he's gonna have a last lap shot. This isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. This isn't over. Got Oskin closing up on third with Sakula. Here we go. Down to the braking zone.
Yeah, the second Ferranti got by Sakuli. He drove away. This is going to get interesting. Williams and Seth Cole are still side by side for 5th.
I wouldn't count Sakula out if these guys battle. But he needs a massive draft. But right now it's going to come down to Ferranti.
I feel like if Ferranti can make a move down the backstretch, he's going to need a little bit of push draft from the 11. But he's closed it up. We're going to see the white flag this time by at Mustek. Will Matthew Logan get a second win?
Ferranti spoiled the party with the first white flag here.
If
as the gap is under 3/10.
Logan wins this race, he'll be the 5th multi-race winner on the season. Ferranti looking to be, I believe, the 20th different winner.
This is the draft. That draft is now here. Here we go.
That's the first draft section is the front straightaway. Can he get to his inside here? No, he cannot.
He's waiting for the back. That's a smart play. Just stay right behind him and then wait for the back. He runs a little bit wide.
A little tight.
Now, here we go. Does he blast with the Baja Blast car down the back?
This is probably a last-ditch effort here for Alex Ferranti. Can he get enough draft to catch Matthew Logan?
Got it, but he needs to make a dive bomb now. It's going to come down to this last section right here.
Matthew Logan winning all the way back at Martinsville. He dominated that race. Will he hold off Alex Ferranti? Ferranti is looking.
There he is. He's closing the gap. He needs to do a bump and run. All that's going to happen, though. He needs to try something in this last section here. He's close.
Last-ditch effort through the final few corners. Through the final 2 right-hand corners, Ferranti is trying his hardest to dig.
I don't think it's going to be enough. Matthew Logan out of the final section.
2 wins on the season for the 38 of Matthew Logan. First road course win in the Cup Series for the 38. And that will, I think, pretty much solidify Matthew Logan of making this grid. It'll jump him ahead of everybody with a win. So it'll take him out of the battle for 16th. All he'll have to worry about is being top 30 in the points.
Big congrats to Logan.
Alex Ferranti will come home second for, I don't know how many times he's finished second now.
So we're still waiting for people to cross the line for the official results.
Joshua Sakuli will get 3rd, Oskin 4th, Seth Cole holds on to 5th. So the undercut worked out. He went from 7th to 5th there. So that's some 1 point from 7th to 6th, 2 more points from 6th to 5th. So that's an extra 3 points for Seth Cole on strategy there. Brommer will come home 7th, Kukulon 8th, Zach Rogers 9th, and William Flickinger rounds out the top 10. Jeff Toledo gets a much-needed 11th place finish. Dylan Young 12th, he needed that too. Fitzwater 16th, Wes McCoy 17th. Results are not official yet.
No, Markle and the crew back
I'm
there.
going to believe that might be because of the 78. Okay, session is now official. Prier McShane, 18th. Quentin Moore, 23rd. Alexander Rowe, 24th. Tyler Fink, 26th. Nate Rogers, 28th. Alex Gray, 30th. Oh, he lost a position there. Evans, 32nd. Shelton, 34th. Ace Rogers, 38th. Adam Flickinger, 39th. Zorlin, Shelley, Andrew Rich, the bottom of the results. So I believe the only thing we have to look at is whatever happened to Rich, Shelley, and Zorlin. And so we'll get right to that. All right, so this is what happened to Andrew Rich. It was really the only accident-related thing that did not have to deal with just trying to get through a wall. Andrew Rich was, I believe, trying to pit here.
He's now going to commit.
Yep, he just commits a little too late, and he just can't get it to turn right, and boom! Right into the pit wall. And that's all she wrote. So, without further ado, congrats to Matthew Logan on his second win of the season. And I'll see you guys next week at Island Rally. 2 races remain until the playoffs are set.